Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. In today's Brother ScanNCut tips and tricks tutorial, you are going to learn 3 different ways to create stickers with the help of your Brother ScanNCut. I'll be using the CM350 or ScanNCut 2 for this tutorial, but you can feel free to follow along with whichever model of ScanNCut you have. The first approach to creating stickers is going to be to use the built-in patterns and to cut those out onto what's called sticker paper. So I just want to jump right into it with method number 1. We're going to go to, when you turn on your machine, you see pattern and scan. We're going to select pattern. You might be wondering, can I make stickers out of anything? Yes, absolutely anything. If I did a basic series or a back to school series a while ago, and we made magnets out of the letters, and you could create stickers out of the letters for your planner. But in this case, to just teach you the concept of making stickers, I want to just use these basic shapes. But of course you can use anything here to create stickers with. Any of these shapes or icons or letters, anything. In fact, any SVG on your computer. Anything that you send to your ScanNCut that you retrieve. But we're going to cut out 2 basic shapes to get the idea of cutting stickers. So, basic shapes we'll cut out. We'll just do a rectangle. Starting with a square, I'm going to check this button here to make sure that I can change. See, if I don't check this button, see, the width and height will not stay in proportion. So I'm going to go ahead and check this button. So now I can change the height to 2, well, we'll make the height 3.5, sorry, 3.5 high. Sorry, it's a little slow. And the width will be 2.5 wide. So we're just making a little rectangle for a card. Okay, we're going to make one of those. You can make a whole page of these. Of course, you're going to say, this took a long time, I could have cut it out. But when you see that you can make a whole page of these, then you start saying, oh, okay, then it saves you time. We're going to go ahead and add a circle. Incidentally, I use circles. We're going to go ahead and make it 3 inches. I use circles when I made party favors for my nephew and his wife were having a baby, and I made party favors. And I needed stickers for the top of each of the little jars. So I created pages of stickers with sticker material that I could put right on top of the jars because I didn't want to use glue on top of a food jar, especially it was just easier to use stickers. And plus it was less work when I just put the stickers on top of the jar. And I printed something on them. I printed on them. I did a tutorial on that a while back as well. I just remembered that. As I was filming this, I just remembered that's what I used the circles for. All right, so let's do a rectangle and a circle. We're going to click OK. We're going to click cut. Now, if you're using AutoBlade technology, just go ahead and cut whatever material you have. But if you want to cut sticker material, which I'm going to show you, you would need to set, this is an SDX viewers, by the way. You have something maybe called a half cut. That's what you have, SDX users. I don't have that. I'm using a CM. So what I do is I go here to the settings and I make sure the pressure's down at 0, meaning I don't want my pressure to be as low as it can. And this is the default settings when you see the black rectangle around them. If you want to delve real deep into settings, then please click on the links to my courses below, because you could take courses where I delve more into the settings. All right, anyway, back to the tutorial. So this is what I do. This is me, Paper Chef. I do this when I'm cutting sticker material. So normally sticker material, or normally like thin paper like that would only be like, say, a 3, but for sticker material I'm going to go to a 2.5. So 2.5. So I go up to 12 and down to 2.5. But for you just use AutoBlade. This is you. If you have an SDX, you would use your AutoBlade, and then you would use you could lower your pressure, or you could just do an AutoBlade and half cut. So I'm using, and I'll have all the settings in the description for both the SDX model and for the CM model. But I'm using a 2.5 blade depth and a 0 pressure. So with the sticker material, I'm just using Avery sticker material, you know, like just sticker material. Sticks on one side. Okay, so this is approach number 1 where I got to show you this here a little better. See how it sticks? On one side only. And the other side is just this. Okay, so we're going to make stickers. Yay, we're making them out of white paper. Maybe you have something else to make them out of. Let's click OK while we're talking. We can be cutting while I'm talking. We hit OK, we click cut, and we hit start. That's how you cut the stickers. So Maybe you have something, maybe you have different color sticker paper. Maybe you have vinyl. If you have vinyl, and I've done lots of work on vinyl in my courses, if you have vinyl, it already sticks. So in that case, you're golden. You don't even need to do this, vinyl. You use a half cut and you already have a sticker. All right, let's do something with these. I'm peeling this off, and I want to show you that because I changed my blade depth to 2.5, look at this, awesome. I have a kiss cut. Isn't that awesome? What's a kiss cut? It means that I cut through the top layer and not the backing. It's great because now I don't have all these little pieces of stickers floating around. But of course you may have to mess with your settings to see how to get a half cut on yours. Every machine's different. Every machine has a different personality. So what I'm going to show you now is something called, why would I make stickers? I'm going to show you something cool to do to them. Let me just go ahead and unload this mat to get it out of the way for a minute. All right, now we have, I better put down my work surface here. All right, I have what's called a decorative mask, a party, it's called like party something. Anyway, I'll put it in the description. Pattern party. It's from Stampin' Up. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so if you like what you see, you can get things either now, like this is available now, or in the future. I'm going to put the mask over both shapes. I don't know if it'll fit over both shapes. We'll just do the circle for now. I don't think it fits over both shapes at once. I remember from my practice run. And there goes my lamp going crazy on me. All right, we'll put that up here. There we go. I have to have the camera at a weird angle so you can see it better. Now, what I've done is, well, now I moved my thing, but what I'm doing, I was trying to avoid that gigantic glare there. Got to keep my crafty friends from going blind here with the glare. All right, I protect you guys and your eyesight. Now, what I'm going to do is something really fun to do with stickers. It's fun to do with anything. It's fun to do with cards. It's fun to do with stickers. I just have fun. I don't know if you've noticed, but I love crafting so much. I'm going to roll my little brayer over the mask and make this really cool pattern. I'm trying to find the ink that I was using. It was called, what was the ink called? Here it is. Soft Seafoam. I always forgot the name. Soft Seafoam ink. It's good to use a light color of ink for this. And it's so light you can barely see the color. It's called Soft Seafoam. It just coordinated with some of the paper I'm using, but I mean really just whatever colors you want. There's no right or wrong. And now I'm just going to roll the ink onto the brayer like that, ink it up, kind of one direction. If you keep going back and forth the same way, you only get ink on one side of the brayer. Made that mistake in the past. But if you keep going like this in one direction, then you definitely have the ink being spread better. Because before I used to go, oh, like that, when I used to first start working with brayers. But you can do this when you're coloring. You can go back and forth when you're coloring. But when you're inking it up is when you need to roll it over the ink. But when you're rolling it over this, you can go back and forth because it makes it darker. I think I got my whole circle. Now to test it, you just go like this. Ah! I'm so happy. I love that. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here and do it to my rectangle. So my circle's right there. Measure my rectangle. Again, put the ink there so you can see it. You're going to see, if you're new to my channel, I show you my projects at the end because I like to build up your skills, and it's not about my projects, it's about using the scan and cut. At the end, I like to show you the project so you can see, oh, that's how to apply everything I just learned. But really, I want you to be looking at these tutorials as a way that you can think of whatever projects you're working on and think of how you can make stickers for whatever project. Maybe you're into planning, memory keeping. Maybe you want to make circles for the top of your party favors and you want to put something on them, stamp them. Maybe you just want to create a page of stickers, pages of pages, I should say, so to save time. And maybe you don't like using adhesive. I don't like using adhesive. I mean, I have frustrating time with glue. With liquid glue, I shouldn't say. I do like adhesive. Okay, so there are stickers and they're decorated. So you put them on cards and what have you. And I'll show you three ways to use those little stickers we made. All right, so that was the first method. So to review, you're just using sticker paper. That's your first method. That's a review. And you're going to cut out shapes and cut them out onto sticker paper. And that's it. That's how you do that. The second method, I do need this again. I forgot already that we're stamping for the second method. The second method, I'm just using the metric side just because it doesn't matter which side of the mat I use. The second method is we're going to cut out stamped images and we're going to apply double-sided adhesive to the back of the Whisper White cardstock before we cut it out. It'll make more sense when you see it. So here is, we're just going to use this little piece here. There's one I did earlier. We're going to just use this little section. In fact, we can go ahead and apply. So I'm using what's called double-sided adhesive material. So I'm making my own stickers. It means that I can peel off this side and I can peel off this side. Pretty cool, right? So let's do some stamping. We're going to use Shaded Spruce. That's a color that's available now. So is Soft Seafoam. In fact, the colors I'm stamping with are available now. But I am using some new in colors or new designer series paper that's not available just quite yet. So here's my stamp. I'll show you the stamp set it's from, but I only have so much room on my table. And I already forget the name of it, so I have to go look up the name. All right, so I'm tapping, and I'm gonna just stamp these leaves. So I'm gonna just do a couple. Oops, that was a bad one. The reason it's bad is it's off the page. It's only paper. Guys, don't worry about it. I need to make sure it's on the page. There you go. Because we're gonna cut it out, right? We're gonna make a sticker out of it. And I'm just gonna do one more to make a sticker out of, like that. Not too close together. They need to have a little bit of space between them. So now you get a pair of scissors, and you're going to cut just the section you want. Now this is important because when you're making stickers with the sticker material I'm going to show you, you don't want to waste this stuff. It's expensive. You know, it's not that expensive, but it's like you only want to use a piece the size you need. So now I'm going to kind of do this. I'm cutting the sticker material the size I need. Like, in other words, the double-sided sticker material. All right, this is really good for die cutting too. So let's just peel it off and show you what I mean. So we're gonna peel it off. So I peeled it off. I'll just start there. Which way was my shape? Was that the right? Hold on. I'm usually not this messy. Well, yes I am. Who am I kidding? I'm always messy. All right, I probably should have peeled off the other side. It doesn't matter as long as I cover this. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as I cover this section is really what it matters. So here we go. So what I'm doing is there's a couple slits to peel it off with. So this is a double slit. So I'm going to throw this away. This does not stick. This is the backing for it. So put that on. Now, what I'm making is I'm using a sticker material. It's for making your own stickers. So one side stuck to the Whisper White cardstock. Get it? One side stuck to the Whisper White cardstock. The other side, I'm going to still have to peel off. So let's trim it. Always make sure you trim off any extras because it'll stick all over your mat. Well, actually, it's a good thing because we need our mats to be more sticky, right? So later we'll peel off this side. And then we won't have to peel it off because we're going to set the settings so it's easy to get these off. That's the plan anyway. One of the reasons I chose the CM350 for this tutorial is so that you could see how fun it is to play with the settings. I think it's fun. I hope you do too. And it's kind of like you can achieve so much by changing the settings between each type of medium that you cut. So anyway, let's put this, I'm going to put this on the mat. We'll put it right there. Doesn't matter where you put it. And my mats, hear that sound? That's the sound of a sticky, recently restuck mat. Hear that sound? I used two-way glue. If you want to know how to restick your mats, it's on my channel. Many times, but I can link to it if you need help. All right, so what I'm doing is loading this mat. So we're doing method number 2, double-sided sticky material. We're making stickers. I've loaded the mat. Now I'm going to show you how I loaded the mat and all that stuff. We're going to go back home. I think I need to change my camera angle a little bit. Maybe turn off this light. There we go. So you can really see the ScanNCut. This was how I loaded the mat, this button here. Okay, and now the mat's loaded. We're going to click on home. Just click home, and it's okay to delete all patterns. Okay, so you're back to just the beginning. You want to make stickers out of, we're making stickers out of them. I just need to lower my, see if that's better. There we go, that's better. You can change the angle of your screen. I'm going to create stickers out of stamped images. There's pattern and scan. We're going to select scan, and we want to select direct cut. Direct cut, and then we want to save it to our machine. You could also save it to other places, but just to our machine for now is good. I'm not hooked up wirelessly. All right, so recognition mode, black and white, or color. Even though I did stamp these in Shaded Spruce, let's go in here. I never choose color recognition mode. Like 99% of the time I use black and white because this is a well-defined image, meaning it's really easy to see the edges. Should be easy for the ScanNCut. So black and white recognition mode, I'm going to say start. It's going to scan in all 12 inches of this mat. But if you have an STX, you can actually choose how much of the mat scans in. But we're not using that machine, so I don't want to get too far into it. But do look at the description in the settings, and you will see. Now I found the stamp set I'm using. Anyway, do look in the description because I'll give you some pointers on how to do some of the things I'm showing you with the STX as well. All right, so it's scanned in these leaves. We're going to click OK. Oh, it only got one, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it because you'll get the idea. It should have got both, but maybe the other one wasn't stamped as well, or not, that area of the mat's not recognized. So what I'm doing is selecting the area I want, and then I can ignore object size. See that little bit? I could either select it out by making a smaller selection, or I can go in here and ignore object size. And as you see, watch as I go up, that should disappear. It should not be selected anymore. I only want the leaf. Now let's go and make an outline distance of 0.04. All right, so here's the trick to making what's called a kiss cut. So normally, let's just talk about normally. Normally with the CM350, and I'm cutting whisper white cardstock, I would normally need a blade depth of 4, normally. But I want what's called a kiss cut. I don't want to cut all the way through the whisper white onto the mat. I want to do like a little bit less. So I'm going to go with 3.5. 3.5 blade depth. But then I want to go in here to the settings, go to the settings, and I want to increase my pressure to about a 2. So you want the pressure to be a little bit higher. That means it's going to push down a little bit more, but it's not going to push down very far. It's not going to push down very far because the blade depth's barely sticking out. Barely sticking out. All right, 3.5 blade depth. I'll have that in the description, cut pressure of 2. Actually, in the other side of my mat, I have to use a cut pressure of 3. Don't ask me why, but different sides of my mats need different cut pressures. I'm going to click cut, and on the right side of my mat, I need a cut pressure of 2. On the left side of my mat, I need a cut pressure of 3. It's kind of crazy how my machine is so quirky, but it's still going strong after all these years. I mean, this is a workhorse. This is literally a workhorse. If you missed me saying that, this machine's a workhorse. We're going to click OK. We're going to unload the mat. Wait, before I unload the mat, let me do a little test that I got my kiss cut. Yes, I did. Yay! All right, and unload the mat. Otherwise, I have to go back to the drawing board if I didn't get the kiss cut I'm looking for. Let me turn on my light. You got to really see this because this is kind of the gist of the lesson. It's one of the gist of the lesson. I have many. So this is method number 2. We are making stickers with double-sided sticker material. You saw us put sticker material on the one side. We stuck it to the paper, but now look at this. Look at this kiss cut, meaning I peel this off and I have a sticker. I have a sticker here too. How great is that? Okay, so it's like it's a sticker sheet and it has backing on 2 sides. So that's what I backed one side on the back of this and the other side I made into stickers. Okay, so the advantage of this is you could just do a whole page of these. The disadvantage is it's kind of expensive because you have to put it on the back of all your stuff. And then the other disadvantage is you're wasting all this space because you could have made a sticker here. I would end up punching this out is what I would do. I would stamp and punch little things or use die cuts just because this is already a sticker. And speaking of which, this is a great method. This sticker material that's double-sided, you have to peel it off both sides. This material is great for when you're doing intricate metal dies, okay? This is what I use for that all the time, intricate metal dies. Okay, so that was method number 2. Method number 3 is just to go ahead and cut out something. I like to you know how I got somewhere. So I got to show you how I got there. And I need to show you the stamp set. Did I show you the stamp set? Forever Fern. I found this while I was cutting. Forever Fern, available June 3rd at my store. Unless you become a demonstrator, you can get things early. And welcome Deb, my newest demonstrator on my team. Yay, Deb. Because she was able to get things from the new catalog in her pre-order or in her starter kit because you can order stuff from the new catalog. But that's Forever Fern. This paper I'm showing you here, and you can check out my unboxings where I'm doing some live unboxings of all the new materials. This paper is available June 3rd, and it's called Forever Fern. Oh gosh, I already forgot the name of it. Okay, now I gotta look that up while it's cutting. But what we're gonna do is make a sticker out of this. And we're not doing anything to the back. Nothing, because I'm going to show you a different method. This is method number 3, just so you know where we're at. I always like to teach you the right way. So we've done the 2 methods, and this is the 3rd method where you do nothing except stick the paper onto the mat. And well, you do something later, but you do nothing now. And you load the mat using that button I showed you earlier. Ooh, don't give me trouble loading. Okay, I had to put my hand there while it's loading. Now, back to this. While it's cutting, I will look up the name of this paper. I can't believe I already forgot the name of the paper. All right, so we're going to click here. We're going home. So this method involves just cutting out pattern paper. You're going to go, wait, that's just the same way as cutting out stamped images. It sure is the same way. But now you have methods to use with your pattern paper and your stamped images. So you're going to go to scan. So earlier we used pattern, now we're using scan. And just like last time we used scan, direct cut, just like we did with stamped images. Save it to the machine. Black and white recognition mode and hit start. Same as before, nothing new there. And what I'm doing is scanning in the page of designer series paper. I'm not allowed to show you the inside of this new catalog, but I can look it up myself. I can look up the paper. Well, I mean, because we were trying to build suspense here. We are a company, after all, and we need, if we don't launch new products, we will not stay in business, of course. So, of course, we gotta have some suspense. Heck, I'm not even allowed to buy things until June 3rd. I'm only about a third of this, or 4th. Not even a 4th. But some of it carried over. Let's not digress. I'm trying to find the name of that paper. All right, let's do it after we do this. Okay, so here we're going to click OK. And look at all these beautiful leaves that were selected. But we don't need them all. We're just going to get 1 or 2. Let's just select a couple up here. You can select the left side of your mat, right side of your mat. I'm just going to select a couple up there. That's good. And I'm going to click, let's see, ignore object size. Again, just to get rid of the unwanted bits. If there are any, it doesn't really look like there's many unwanted bits. And outline distance, just like we did with stamped images. You might be saying, wow, this is the exact same thing. I did that on purpose. This was by design. I wanted to use a stamp. I wanted to use a stamp that looked like the designer series paper. Right? That's what I was trying to do. On purpose. So that you can see that the methods are the same. All right, so we want an outline distance of 0.04. I like to have a little border around my stamped images or my pattern paper. And we're going to click on cut. Okay, so I got to make sure I don't show you the catalog. Oh boy, where's the paper? Here's the paper. You can't see it, but I'm looking at it. It's called Forever Greenery. There we go. The paper is called, that we're cutting right now, is called Forever Greenery. That we're making stickers out of. Forever Greenery. This was called Forever Fern. So forever is in the different words inside this. There's a whole suite of products. So Forever Greenery, Forever Fern. I use Shaded Spruce. This is watercolored sort of looking paper, and then this is stamped, and this is called distinctive stamping. So meaning you get the shading built in right into your stamping. So that's kind of cool. And then this looks like watercolor. So I chose to use these different things so that way I get stickers with different dimension. It kind of adds like texture and dimension to your cards. And I have 2 projects completed and one that's sort of complete I'm not happy with yet. All right, so I'm happy with it, but it's not complete. So we have a sticker. Now we have these pattern paper. All right, we click OK. It says finish cutting. That you're not missing anything up on the screen except it says finish cutting. OK, unload the mat. And now we're done with the scan and cut. And the 3rd method I will show you. So the 3rd method involves you would cut out a whole page of these, whole page of your patterns. Use your little spatula to get them off. And now you have all these cool little pieces. And I really love this method because I only put sticker material on the ones I need. That's why I really like this method I'm going to show you. The method is to just use, well, I mean, obviously at this point we could use glue, we could use dimensionals, but my method is going to be to use the little sticker machine. I'm not even sure if these are available online right now, but I will link to it. The last time I checked to show my crafty friends, it wasn't available, but it doesn't matter because you can get them from other places. Like I support your local craft stores because they've been out of business for so long. You know, you can get these at your local craft stores. I mean, businesses are hurting, so when they open back up, I mean, If you can't get it with my link on Amazon, just support your local craft stores. This is so easy. It's manual. There's no electricity. I mean, this is the easiest way to make stickers. You don't have to use big sheets of it. You don't have to put it on the back of things. You only use what you need. So let's show you what I mean. So you put them in there. See how there's a little arrow? And this, the company's called Xyron. I don't know how you say that, but put that in and pull. That's it. Manual pull. And what am I pulling on? I'm pulling on the paper. You just basically pull and rub. When you start seeing that it's disappeared, then you're ready to put another one in there. So let's put another one in there. And you have to kind of push it to make it grab. And then you can put them like back to back or like this to make them fit better. I'm just trying to show you things at different angles so you understand. So this is just the easiest way to make stickers, and I would say probably the cheapest, most economical way, because you're only putting sticker materials on the ones you need. You're not putting sticker material like on everything, because sometimes you want to cut out a bunch of these. Say, I'm only putting stickers on the part I need. Sometimes you want to cut out a bunch of stickers, but you don't want to like use them all. I mean, a bunch of pieces of designer series paper, but you don't want to put them all as stickers. Maybe later you want to, like for instance, I have a bunch here, and maybe I want to pop some of these up with dimensionals, with little here. These are dimensionals with foam dimensionals. So maybe I'm not going to make them all into stickers. So to me, this is the way I use the most. I use my sticker machine. I have a gigantic sticker machine as well. I'll link to the gigantic one, but I'll actually write mini. I'll just write a couple of sizes for you. My big one's laying on my floor right now, and I don't want to like mess up the flow of this tutorial. I hope it has flow. I'm flowing. Oops, I'm focusing on something weird there. Okay, you go. I hope it's flowing. Let's show you what you would do with this. How you get this off. All right. Now, I had to put these different things in there, like, because if I don't put things in there, you get this weird color shifting going on. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make these into stickers. See how it says rub and peel? So you have to rub and peel. So you can use your little spatula. You can use your little brother spatula, but I like to use my big spatulas, my big sort of crafting, I don't know, putty spatulas, or my stone scraper or something. Okay? So that's how I do it. And you rub and then you peel. See, there's a little thing to peel. And then you can use them later. Like, you don't even have to use them now because they're ready. They're just stickers. They're ready to go. I'm going to show you those up close so you get a good idea. And then this part there's still sticky part on the part that didn't stick on the sticker. So I use this to clean up my craft room. So for instance, there's dust here, there's glitter, whatever. And then I do throw it away, but I clean up all my dust first. Maybe a lint remover. I don't know if you can hear that. That was my microphone. Sorry about that. Anyway, so we have a sticker, and it's just like the first stickers we made. See? This is just going to stick the same way as this sticks with that other material, and it's going to stick the same way as the stickers from here. So the three methods were to use sticker paper, and for instance, from my Avery, and I'll give you the link, sticker paper, double-sided sticker material, sticker sheets. Let's just call it sticker sheets. That's method number 2. Sticker sheets, double-sided sticker sheets. And the third method is a sticker machine. Okay, stickers, stickers, stickers. Now what do you do with all those stickers? Let's show you what you do with them all. You make little cards, and I have 3 projects. So this project these are featuring the new In Colors. These first 2 projects, this is the one that's incomplete. I'm going to show you this one incomplete, then I'll show you my favorite one that I think is complete. All right, so for this, I'm using, this is called cinnamon cider. Okay, it's a new color. And I just used these note cards because they're called Memories and More note cards, and it was already ready to go. And then I just used things from the Forest Suite. And if you're watching my series on working with card kits, you're going to recognize a couple elements from my card kit. I didn't cut these vellum pieces out. They came in my card kit and so did the bird. So I'm using things that are new, like this here is new, meaning this one is new, that the stamp, and these paper is new. But then I'm using this card kit. Seriously the Best. It's called Seriously the Best Card Kit. It'll all be linked in the description. You can get this now for only $18, this card kit. It's on sale. It's regular price $30. And in that card kit, you get, not just a bunch of cards, 16 cards, but you get lots of little birds. And I've been going crazy putting these little birds on these cards with this forest theme because they're just perfect, I think, for this kind of theme. That's my opinion. course, I'm in my own little world, so who knows? I hope you like them. So anyway, this is that little sticker in the background with that little mask of the soft seafoam. So that's that same size rectangle that we just cut out. So that's this. I just want to show you what we did and how it comes together. This is here. These stickers are the ones I did. These are stamped images right here. That's these. Okay. That's these. And then this one is a circle that we cut out. That's one. Okay. And then this is an extra element from what's called this. There's this really cool paper that's coming out, and it's called the, oh, I forget the name, but it's the specialty foiled something designer series paper. And it's just amazing gold paper, and it's laser cut. Okay, so it's laser cut paper. So I'm so happy to put some of those elements on there. That's where that little element came from. What else do we got going on? This one was a stitch nested label. Let me come close with the stitch nested label. So you can, I stamped in Pretty Peacock. The hello comes from this stamp set, Forever Fern. That's where the hello comes from. Stamped it in Pretty Peacock, cut it out with the little nested label dies. And that little bird is from that Seriously the Best Project kit. This one, the thank you is from, it's from the, I'm trying to reach for it right now. Hopefully I don't have an avalanche. Here we go. It's from this stamp set called Ornate Thanks, which is available now on our website. Even though it's part of next year's catalog, it's available for customers right now. Ornate Thanks. I use this all the time to thank my customers. Okay, that's what that thank you is. And again, stamped in Pretty Peacock with a bigger nested label die. Now, I just said this one's incomplete because I need to put birds on it, something here, maybe some gold. I need some balance. I think it's in balance in crumb cake. But, I mean, it's almost ready. This is my favorite because this involves a new color called this card here. I'm going to just stand it here because it is my favorite. And it's of this little batch. And I could show you some other things that I made with this Forest Suite as well. But this, as far as this tutorial goes, okay, just so you know, this tutorial, this is the last card I made as an example of this tutorial. And there's the leaves that I put on the stickers. There's the two stamped images. And then this gold, and copper is die cut. They're from metal dies, okay? I cut them as a metal dies. I forget the name of the metal die set already, but it goes with this Forever Greenery stamp, or Forever Greenery suite. Okay, I've been using this Forever Greenery suite a lot. I'm making lots of projects with these little birds that I have. Okay, so this is how you can use the stickers in conjunction, the different sticker methods I just taught you. And this new color is called Just Jade. And these things are the Memories and More cards that are in our new catalog coming out. So that color is just great. And you can take these Memories and More cards and you can cut them down. This doesn't involve stickers. This involves metal dies and that foiled paper. But I just wanted to show you my other projects, just so you know what I've been working on, because you probably were like, boy, the paper chef knows how to disappear. Well, I was disappearing because I was working on thanking my customers and helping my team and setting up what's called a paper share and cardstock share. So I'm going to link to some of the things going on. I have coupons for my classes. I was setting those up. Coupons for my ScanNCut courses. I was making a newsletter. I was trying to support some people going through some things. Anyway, I've been very, very busy, mostly involved crafting, but sometimes involving some other moral support. But these are all just cards I've been creating with that new suite. Of course, old, meaning this is retiring, these little birds, but old versus new. Versus new, meaning this new paper is new. And that is something I made with the ScanNCut. So we can stitch in the ScanNCut, just so you know, that we can do stitching. See that stitching around the edges? I stitched this with the ScanNCut and then I inked around it. So you can do stitching. You just can't really do paper piercing. Well, you can, but with another attachment. Just with the blade itself, you can do stitching sort of like this. This is a nested stitch thing. I did teach this in my card making class. However, if you want to do stitching really deep and sort of like piercing, paper piercing like that, that's the method. And then I just took an old paper pumpkin kit and made these. All right, so I hope you understand that these were not made from the ScanNCut. These are laser cut paper. But I was just trying to show you some new projects I've been working on. But back to this as my conclusion, just so we're not confused. And oh, by the way, these envelopes came from the Seriously the Best Project kit. So from this method that you learned today, and using any of the materials you have, you now know how to create stickers from sticker material that you can then decorate with decorative masks like we did here. You can make stickers from stamping images like we did here with the Shaded Spruce with the distinctive stamp. Or you can make stickers using, and that involved sticker paper. This one involved, this one was like label, I guess we'll call it label paper. Okay, it's like there's sticker paper. And then we're going to say sticker sheets. Okay, sticker paper, sticker sheets on stamped images, and using a Xyron sticker machine with your pattern paper. You can combine any of these methods together to create beautiful cards with three-dimensional, and with added dimension, I should say. Not necessarily three-dimensional, but with added dimension. So please feel free to ask any questions and comment, and have a great rest of the week. Or have a great weekend. It's the weekend already. Woo! Where is the time going? It's all kind of blurring together. That's all for now. This is the Papered Chef.